Hi everyone, welcome to solving the surface area of a regular pyramid. First, let's talk about the pyramid. The pyramid comes to a point up at the top and it sits on a base. The base has four sides, and the sides of the base are going to all be the same because it says that this is a regular pyramid. So not only are the sides of the base all going to be the same, which makes it a square, all of the four triangles that make up the pyramid are also going to be the same size. And the formula for finding the surface area is the surface area equals the area of the base plus 1/2 PL. P stands for perimeter, and that means perimeter of the base, the four sides. And then L stands for the slant height. So the pyramid is made up of four triangles, and if you take one of the triangular sides and you go from the tip to the center of the side of the base, this is called your slant height, and they indicate this with the letter L variable in math. So if we wanted to find the surface area of this pyramid, that would be all of the sides of the pyramid plus the bottom. So like say that we had something that was in the shape of a pyramid and we wanted to paint it, we would paint all four triangles plus the base that it's sitting on, which is a square. So let's find the area, the surface area of the pyramid. Let's say that the square has sides that are 10 meters long. So the first thing that you would do is you would find the area of your base. And your base is a square, and the formula for that is length times width, or side times side, and that would be 100 plus 1/2. And now it wants us to find the perimeter. Well, the perimeter is the base, the perimeter of the base. And the base is a square. So a square, the sides are 10, 10, 10, and 10. So 4 10s, and that would be 40. And then our slant height, let's say that our slant height is 13. So we would take that number and put it into the parentheses, and then we get 100 plus 1/2 of 40 times 13. And I'm going to make that a 20, so we get 100 plus 20 times 13, and 20 times 13 is 260, and so 100 plus 260 is 360, and then it would be meters squared because we're finding the area of those 5 pieces. Now there's another way that you could look at this too. You could take this apart and you could say you have a square base and you have 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all the same length. Well, we know that our base, the square base, that the area of that was 100. And we know that our triangles each have bases that are 10. And that slant height, if we pull this triangle off and take it away and break up our pyramid into these 5 pieces, the slant height is actually the height of the triangle, and that would be 13. And we know that our formula for the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. That's a weird looking H. And my base is 10 and my height is 13. And divided by 2, I'm going to make my 2 hop into my 10 5 times. And 5 times 13 is 65. So I just found the area of one of these triangles. So this would be 65, 65, 65, and 65. So you could take the pyramid apart and find the surface area that way. So we have 4 triangles, so that would be 65 times 4, which would be 260, plus our base. So we'd add these two numbers up, and we would get the 360 meters squared that we got when we used the surface area formula. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, in this particular pyramid, we're going to find the slant height. So here's the center of my square base, and I'm going to draw a line from the tip, and then I'm going to go out to the center of one of my sides. All right, I'm going to let this line right here, which is the height of my pyramid, I'm going to let that number be 21, and then this piece right here from the center to the side of the square base, I'm going to let that be 20. And if I wanted to find my slant height, this is going to be pretty fun because this is the right triangle. So I can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared, the Pythagorean theorem, to find this slant height, which is the hypotenuse. So I've got 21 squared plus 20 squared equals c squared. And 21 squared is 441, and then 20 squared is 400, of course. That equals c squared. And then that would be 841 equals c squared. And then to find c, I would take the square root, and the square root of 841 is 29. So it's really easy to find the slant height. So that would be, here we'll go like that, 29. Now let's say that I wanted to find the surface area of this pyramid. I can do that too. So I have to figure out what my base is. Well, if from the center of the base out is 20, then I would double that, and my side length would be 40. So I'd have 40 and 40. So the area of my base would be 40 times 40. So base plus 1/2 perimeter times slant. So my base would be 40 times 40, which would be 1600 plus 1/2. And then my perimeter is a square again. And so I would just add up 40 4 times. And 40 4 times would be 160. And then we found our slant height, which was 29. And now I'm going to let the 2 hop into the 160, and that'll be 80. I just cross simplified. And so 80 times 29 is 2,320. And then I'm going to add that to my base of 1,600. And 1,600 plus 2320 is 0293. 3920, and then let's say that this was in yards. That would be yards squared, would be the surface area of that particular pyramid. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos online. Have a great day.